Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm Melody from Bake a Leg and Let's Dig It. Don't mind, I got out of the shower. I am going to quickly make my pumpkin mousse and bring you along so that you can see my recipe. So I showed this in a live. This is what I'm going to put mine in. So let me move it over to there for right now. So let me make sure this is plugged in and then we'll get started. Okay, so before we get into this, I have two versions of my pumpkin mousse, which I forgot my glasses. I have two different versions of my pumpkin mousse that I make. One is with cream cheese and the other one is with vanilla instant pudding. So I'm just gonna do eeny, meeny, miny, moe, and let's just see which one we end up making today. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do today is my instant jello pudding. You don't want to use fat-free when you're making this, and it only requires one box. So I'll tell you the ingredients very quickly. So it only takes about 15 minutes. You can also make this like New Year's Eve in like a little shot glass with the ginger snaps. I usually put it in this, and I'll have one ginger snap on the top. I'm not using ginger snap at all today. So I guess we're going to go with the pudding one. So it only takes you about 15 minutes. You want me to lower you down some? You're sitting on books. So let's see, as long as you don't fall over. So it's 15 minutes. You're going to need 1.5 cups of whole milk, half a cup of heavy cream, and then let's see, 1 cup of pumpkin puree, which has to be pure pumpkin, not pumpkin pie. A teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice, a package of instant vanilla pudding. You can use, like I said, the ginger snap cookies. So yeah, in a large bowl, we're going to whisk together the milk, the pumpkin puree, and the pudding. So I got to raise you back up, of course, but I will move you when it comes time for. This isn't my face look. I don't know. It's like 55 degrees here today, and I feel like I got color on my face. So this is the instant vanilla pudding that I'm going to use. This is the organic pumpkin that I'm going to use. I have heavy cream, or you can use whipping cream. And I bought a new pumpkin pie spice, but I have a little bit left in this one, so I want to finish it up. And I might add a touch of vanilla. We'll see. And then next time around, I'll make my other one. How's that sound? Sound like a plan? So let me get the milk. Then we're going to need a bowl so that we can whisk it in. Oh, my Pyrex bowls are so heavy. Well, let's go with this one. Waiting for my pants to get out of the dryer so we can get this Thanksgiving rocking and rolling. Okay, so we are going to do, let me backtrack. Okay, that's a different one. All right, so what I'm going to do is I have my large bowl. I have a whisk. And we are going to open the the vanilla pie. I just say vanilla pie. I have like Thanksgiving on the brain. Vanilla instant pudding. It can't be the cooked type. It has to be the instant. And I'll make, yep, mine says instant. Had to make sure. Okay. So we're going to put in our vanilla pudding. Right into the bowl. And let me lower you down so you can now see what I'm doing. Okay, hopefully you don't fall over. Like I said, you are on the tripod, but on 2 books. So there is the vanilla pudding. And then we are going to be adding 1.5 cups of whole milk. Okay, 1.5 cups of whole milk. 1. And let me get out a half. Half. Okay, we're going to go in this with the milk. We're going to mix it up. 1. and a half. And we are technically just going to whisk this together. Let me relook at my notes. Let me see here. Yep. You want to make sure it's all dissolved, my friends. Can you see that? There you go. So I'm just mixing it up. Okay, so I have most of the lumps out of this. So in a large bowl, we're whisking together the pudding. And now we need pumpkin. So we need, let me see, 1 cup of pumpkin puree. Look at that organic pumpkin. So I'm going to use the same 1 cupper that I used for my milk. You don't want pumpkin pie because it has, you know, sugar and stuff like that in it, and this way you can control your pumpkin. So that looks pretty good to me. I can just eat pumpkin right out of the can. So bad. So glad I bought a cake. Okay, so. Okay. Now we are going to put this in here. If you hear anything walking on the ground, it's Jimmy's dog. He went to go visit his niece, and now his dog's pacing around. So let's get that in there. Make sure you get it all out. Okay. Let's set that there. And then we're going to be adding pies, please. Okay. I want to use up the rest of this because there's not much in here at all. So we need 1 teaspoon of pumpkin. I'm pretty sure this is 1 teaspoon of pumpkin. I might go in with a tiny bit more. Let's get the new one open. I can make my own, but I haven't had any time to do that. So, okay. I'm just going to go a little bit lighter. There we go. Okay. And now what we're going to do is we are going to start incorporating this. Oh, the pudding is getting thick already, my friends. Just give it a whisk, like so. Trying to get it all incorporated and not have pumpkin fly all over. The pudding thickens up fairly quickly, so. Give it a nice mix-a-rooey. Make sure you don't have any pumpkin that's showing. You want it all blended. Okay. I want to put a touch of vanilla in mine. Just like so. My friends, if you're going to bake, use pure. Pure. Imitation is like, oh, terrible. Okay. Let me take something out of the oven very quickly. Okay. Let's get back to making this. I'm going to mix in this vanilla. You can actually taste it now. If you want it more pumpkin-y, you can add more pumpkin. So I'm going to give it a little taste test. Oh my Lord Jesus, so good. Okay, let's keep going here. Now what we're going to do is, I have my KitchenAid over here. I am going to try to keep you on the books without falling. I am going to, where's my attachment? I have two different KitchenAids, so this one will do. So we need heavy cream right there. I'm going to use my same cup because it doesn't really matter. Well, maybe it does. If you don't want the color to, mix in. Actually, it really doesn't matter, and I'll tell you why. So, 1 cup. I didn't even get any pumpkin in it anyway. So 1 cup, right? And we are going to put this on till stiff peaks. And again, I should have just left it out. I'm going to add just a touch of vanilla, like so. And we're going to put this on till we get stiff peaks. Okay, it's going to be loud, so let me just pause and I'll bring it right back. Okay, I think we're just about there. Let's take a look. I put a towel over it because I didn't have my guard up here and it's like splashing me everywhere. And that looks good to me. Now what you're going to do, doesn't have to be stiff, but when it can hold, that's a peak. Okay, I'm just going to set this like this. Let me turn you back around. My friends, I'm so excited. I get to do recipes again. Let me see if I can get you situated back on the books. Okay, hopefully you can see this. We are going to take this out. Oh my goodness, you have no idea. Okay. Now what did I do with my, what you want to do is take the cream and you want to put it in. And you got to get it all out. Don't waste. But this is like, I don't know. I like pumpkin pie, but I'm not like a huge fan. And once I started playing around with pumpkin and I did mousse, it's just been like, I haven't turned back. You're going to take you're going to start folding it. You don't want to stir it. The object of a mousse is to keep it nice and fluffy. Now, like I said, if you want to do this for like New Year's Eve, you could put it in those little disposable shot glasses. You would crumble some ginger snap on the bottom, and then you can crumble some ginger snap on the top. I'm making this for Thanksgiving dessert because I didn't have time to make a pumpkin pie, and I bought a sour cream and it was expired. So while Jimmy was out at the store, he said they had no pumpkin pies, and I'm like, okay, that's just, God's way of telling me I need to make my mousse. So now you see, I've just been folding it in. You fold by going in the middle and just going like this, getting it all incorporated. Give your bowl a pretty good scrape as well. Just until you don't see any dark pumpkin. Okay, let me pause because I think my roommate's coming in. All right, so let me show you what it looks like. There it is. Like I said, Jimmy has my tripod on books, but we'll figure something else out so you can actually see a little bit better. But you don't see any of the pumpkin. And my little decoration that I do, just, like I said, if it's New Year's Eve, you can use those disposable shot glasses and then you can just throw them out. But I am just going to put mine in here. You could pipe it in if you want to be that fancy. I'm not really trying to be that fancy today. I will smooth out the top, make it look pretty. If you're into ginger snaps, go for it, because I've done that before as well. And I just think, I don't know, I just think it tastes good just the way that it is. And then you can make more whipped cream and put it right on the top. So. And then what you want to do is put this in the refrigerator just for it to be cold. I have to baste my turkey, so just trying to spread it out. And then you already saw me make the whipped cream, so I'm going to make whipped cream and then I'm going to put it on the top right before serving. But there it is, everyone. Cosmic Cultivators. There's the pumpkin mousse. I hope you try this recipe. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. And I will see you on the next video. God bless.